Well, I'll have to set the stage a little bit too. When we met, it was right after I was in Miss America, and one of
Yes.
your, if not your best friend, walked away with the title of Miss
Yes.
America, who was Miss Mississippi, Cheryl Pruitt. And she
Yes.
was our heartthread. And
Yes.
that was so special. So we've just been buddies ever since, and our careers have grown together. We've wined together. We've celebrated babies together. And believe it or
Yes.
not, I'm going to make the announcement Dale is a grandmother.
I'm a
So,
grandmother. No, I'm a honey. I've decided to be honey. I'm that baby's honey. And Jane, do you remember? Okay, we met around 79 or 80 when y'all
yeah.
were at Miss America, and I was working with Cheryl. But then fast forward in the early 90s, you probably remember that date better than I do, when I came to my very first NSA convention. And that's the National Speakers Association. I'm sure y'all know from listening to Jeannie, especially. And it was my first convention. I was very new in the business. And I remember walking into my very first meeting, Jeannie, that I knew nothing about, because I didn't choose this industry or this path. This is my calling. So it chose me. And Jeannie's at the front. And then the next thing I know, and I thought she's fabulous. And then all of a sudden, you're walking down the aisle, I believe, with a baton. Was
I
that
was
correct?
in my Easter dress with the puffy sleeves and the puffy skirt. How pathetic. I couldn't let go, of the
Oh my
puffy
gosh.
and the bows.
Uh,
And you had on the most gorgeous molded suit. Was it that pea green? Because I love that pea green suit.
I don't think it was that one. I think that one came later. But like I said, I came to this conference. I didn't know what I was walking into. And I was just so overjoyed to see you. And I kept saying to myself, that's Jane. That is Jane. And here we are all these years later, celebrating the spirit of Jeannie and what she meant to all of us, and hopefully continuing to carry this torch of light and laughter and love and Southernisms as we all continue on our own paths. But that was a very special day. And what was funny about that, I'm sure I told you this, the woman that had gotten me in the speaking business, Marilyn Wright, she always wore a little bow, when we lovingly called her Bowhead, still do. And she told me, she said, Dale, you need to go to NSA. Well, at the time, there was a network marketing company that was a water treatment filter company called NSA. And I'm like, Marilyn, why do I need to go to the water treatment filter convention? And she's like, no, National Speakers Association. And so that began a real lifelong friendship with you and so many great people that I met that we are still connected to. And it's been a wonderful journey. And you are my heart friend, Jane. You are my heart friend.
Me too, sweetie.